We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Let me know if you lag. If you do, I'll kill the stream.
Play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Sanchez to kick off for Indiana.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Williams. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Darnold now to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun, and that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. That catch good for only a couple. Second and 8.
No. Hey, Delta!
To throw, Rivers. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Rivers to the rookie Pittman for a Colts first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing again. Rivers on second and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll throw again. Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Complete to Harris Campbell.
To throw again on second down. Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Rivers on first down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the counter, here's Bell. Kari Willis there to bring him down. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line. Darnold.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Darnold's pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 53 at the mic. 53.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jets, nothing.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's third.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
3 buzz.
Rivers now. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Marcus May with a pick. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Complete to Le'Veon
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Darnold on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Complete.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
54 is Mike. 54 is left to right. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
He'll set up to throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10.
Right here.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Colts add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
What you doing out there, boy?
And they're going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Block 15! You can't block me! You can't block me! You can't block me!
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the Jets.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
180! Hey, easy. He's crashing.
A man coming off back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And they will finally stop it, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New York.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Watch the pass. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Here we go, D.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Looking for Campbell downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Harris Campbell, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Dances by him. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
390. 390. Hey, easy. Easy.
On third down, Rivers. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, 79! 79! Mike's 54! Mike's 54!
Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for
the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He'll air this one out for Mims. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Blankenship out for the point after. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
50, Jets 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
51, coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's make these babies.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 75 yards. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
58, Mike. 3 bus.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. From the gun, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. for 24 yards.
First and goal.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. That catch good for only a couple.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. This will be caught at about the 6.
Rivers pass.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Loss on the play.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Run 80.
Again, it's Rivers. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. A give to Bell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Flushed out right. Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick.
Rivers on the
A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
390.
54. Check, 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 check.
89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Back to throw, Darnold. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Now Darnold. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st down, Jets.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Oh, 80. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Mike 51. Mike 51. I want that.
They'll go again with Bell. Spins away. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Jets on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to get a score back. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
60. Jets 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Play fake. Rivers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Black 11! Get him!
To throw again. Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Pass. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Ready! Hey, ready! Hey, Brown 80!
They begin with a quick throw out left. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd down and 4, Rivers flush to his right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Play action now. Rivers. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. A first down throw, Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Hey, we got four down. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Able to connect with Mims. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Jets on 3rd down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Darnold now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40, the 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Colts 67, Jets 21. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards. First down, New York.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bell running on first down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Good, strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their first-round pick, number 13 overall, to get it from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Here's Darnold. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Darnold. Buying time to his left. That's caught at the 3. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
On for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
27.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indy.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All day, every day, any day. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. You must be dreaming. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score. Colts.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile,